Hello, JCU alumni and friends. I'm Spencer German, and I serve as the Alumni Engagement Specialist in the Office of Alumni Relations at John Carroll University. And I'm thrilled to be back with our latest installment of the Young Alumni Spotlight, as we're joined this month by Nicole Pilewski, who is a member of the class of 2019 and currently serves as a senior recruiter for the Amare Medical Network. Nicole, I want to start by thanking you for being our feature alum for the month of November. And I'm going to hand it over to you to sort of start us off and just give us a little bit of background on your current role and what it is that you do.
Yeah, Spence, thanks so much for having me. So as you stated, I am a senior recruiter with Amare Medical Network. We are a travel recruiting company based out of Pittsburgh, but we staff in all 50 states of the U.S., which is very exciting. So we have our allied division, we have our travel nursing division, which is where I primarily am the senior for. So allied can be occupational therapists, physical therapists, med techs, where on my side, I work with all registered nurses, so nurses in the ICU, med surg in the OR, and different specialties all across the board there for nurses. But I have a team that I work with pretty closely. We're really focusing on building relationships with the care providers that we do work with. We have people that come in every day, so I get to work with some care providers in the medical field, and then of course my team members in Amare Medical Network. So it's really special here.
That's awesome. We appreciate the background on everything that you do. I guess for you long-term, your class of 2019, you've only been out of college for a few years. What are your long-term goals in this role or in this career that you're hoping to pursue?
Yeah, absolutely. So for starters, I do want to note that I finished John Carroll in 2019, and then I actually attended grad school as a GA for the volleyball program at Cedar Crest College. So it's a little bit longer since I've been away from John Carroll, but still really fresh out of school. I finished up at Cedar Crest in November of 2021, so actually hitting that 1-year mark. But for right now, I'm really enjoying my recruiting career. I did a little bit of recruiting with my GA position with the volleyball coaching, so very similar to John Carroll. Division III, smaller school, really kind of having kids buy into that aspect in that program. A lot of the specialties that John Carroll has was similar with Cedar Crest. So I really like that parallel there. With that being said, I think with all of those morals and values that I learned from John Carroll from Cedar Crest, I'm carrying into the field that I'm in right now. So relationships are huge for me, building that, making sure that the person is taken care of, they're treated as a person and not just a number. And truly, Spence, I think that for me, I can't say that right now recruiting is where I thought I was going to be. I was in school at John Carroll with exercise science, and then I did my master's program in exercise science too. So I'm still kind of dowsing in that medical field, but more so in the recruiting aspect. So for right now, again, really enjoying my time with Amare as a senior recruiter. I just became a senior in August 29th, which was actually my 25th birthday. So really fun birthday present for myself. But really looking forward to stay there with the next couple years, and then hopefully in the long run, a position that's called divisional manager. So ideally, there's the seniors, there's the teammates underneath us, of course, and then the divisional manager kind of heads a few seniors and their team members. So yeah, would love to land something like that with Amare.
All right. Well, Nicole, we like to end with this question always on this. Again, it's only the second episode, but this will always be the last question. I think it's nice just for our alums, especially recent alums, to impart some wisdom on our current students. So if you were to give one piece of advice to a current JCU student as they're getting ready, working their way towards graduation, getting ready to enter the workforce, what would it be?
Wow, that's a tough one. Okay, great question here. I think for me, advice that I would pass on, be as involved as you can be at John Carroll. And the reason I say that, I think it's easy. I was in a certain major. I was a two-sport athlete, but I also joined campus ministry. The Jesuit and religious kind of component of John Carroll was very, very important to me. I actually minored in religious and theology studies. So I would like to say, join as many things as you can. Again, campus ministry, I had a part-time job. I was a lifeguard there, working at the rec center too, two-sport athletes, being involved in your major. I know there's groups and little trips and things like that they go on. So get your whole entire experience that you can at John Carroll, because there's so many options for you. No matter what you like, dislike, there's always a group for you there. So find it.
She is Nicole Pilewski, our featured alumni for November, November installment, I should say, of our Young Alumni Spotlight. Stay tuned for another Young Alumni Spotlight next month.